All right, Shalom. Before I start, going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakurash, give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wah, Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Hey, this one right here, these AI data centers. In America, Esau Edom is setting up these centers, sneaking them in all over the place, and it's making the American people very mad. And I got some other clips. Meanwhile, you go to other countries like China, which I'm pretty sure they have AI. They have some data centers, but they have their technological metropolises are set up considerably better than America's. And here it is, America's supposed to be the powerhouse of the world. So, we're just going to be covering both topics. Hey, the Golden City is ceasing. Esau Edom, he loves to give out oppression, right? That's what the American Edomites, they're oppressionators. That's what they love to do. That's why you don't have the nice fancy tech like they do in certain places of China. All right, this is yesterday. I took this while I was driving at work. I'm rolling through a very rural, very country back type area. I was had to go out to the quarry to pick up some stone materials for work, and you see this out on niggas' lawns. No data center. So something tells me, since this is a country area, somebody probably is about to try to set one up. This is another one I tried to sneak and take it. As I was passing by, I was going, I was driving, so I had to try to do the best I could, without crashing. Nigga, multitasking. Nonetheless, this is a real concern in the world, because these data centers wreak havoc on the environment around it. Fucks off the animals, fucks off the drinking water, right? The sewer system. And as we're going to see in this clip, these things are very loud. I got this clip that I'm going to play. Come to find out, if it's not hooked up to the same electric grid as everything around it, its own personal generators are atrociously loud. And the Americans are, hey, here it is. You've been taught this is the best place on earth. And it's really not. And the Americans are crying out. So let's start with that real quick. Precept, then we'll get right to the video. Forgive me. Desolation among the nations. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll deal with this one, right? That's good. Let's go. Verse 23 is good, but that's dealing more so with war, right? After the missiles drop, let's deal with this. Jeremiah 50:7. Excuse me. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Another thing, right? The heathen nations who once worshipped and served America, they are starting to rebel, and it's going to culminate in the full-blown World War III, right? The Golden City is ceasing. Matter of fact, yeah, that I think that one says no. Okay, let's do this. That says Golden Cup. Let's do this. Golden City. Yep. Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The Golden City ceased. This place is no longer a golden city, y'all, and the nations are going to be happy when it finally falls, and the inhabitants here are going to be happy when it falls, because this place is fucking hell now. Let's go.
Imagine living next to this and having to hear this constant ringing. So Hari, we're at your front door.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look in the distance, and there it is.
There it is. It's right there in all its glory.
There it is, the Vantage Data Center, standing tall with its blue walls and massive generators right next to this Sterling, Virginia neighborhood. What did you think when they first turned it on?
Well, we were told in the beginning that it's just they test the generators to make sure they're working in case of an emergency. That is what we were told in the beginning. And then as the year and the months have gone on,
They just never turned off?
They're just never turned off.
Hari says they told them the generators were just temporary. That was more than a year ago. The massive data center was never hooked up to the power grid, so the generators are the only source of electricity.
You just hear this noise, it's just like, you just want to curse, you know, it's that bad.
Greg Pirio also lives right next door.
Our concern is property values. Unless we can mitigate this, and we're talking about lawyers with options of what we can do and all that, you know, we know that we're not going to get the values for our homes that we could have gotten before.
It's about more than money, it's quality of life. One neighbor here even put plexiglass up against the window to block the noise, and they have their own sound meters to monitor the noise.
This is a dashboard that some of my neighbors set up.
Virginia is the data center epicenter of the world. There are hundreds of them, consuming more than 25% of the state's power, driving up electric bills.
They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down.
President Trump's
Hey, y'all, these people are just blatant liars. They don't even care. And how about this? As Virginia is the number one place for data centers, you know, so there's probably a lot of good land out there they can use and set up a lot of a lot of waterways. 25% of the state's power, dude. Holy fuck. These things haven't even been around for let's say 20 years, right? These things, which they've been building them for some years, but these things are relatively new, and then compared to, you know, America being around for 250 on paper, and to you taking up 25% of the state's power, holy fuck. Driving people's energy bills up. When that liar stated, oh, it's not going to drive your bill. Y'all, how many times do these politicians get on TV and say one thing and the opposite happens? And the Americans are angry now. The Americans are angry. But oh well, hey, Babylon oppresses the world and its own people. That's how it's worked, you know, that's how it made itself a superpower, by number one, oppressing us, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And then, you know, now they oppress their own people. And he's made everyone's quality of life just absolutely miserable. I couldn't imagine having to deal with some shit like that every day, hearing that fucking noise, man. You trying to sleep, you know, dealing with your kids. You might have had a newborn baby crying, and you got that shit outside. That shit sucks, bro. But that's Babylon. Meanwhile, you go to somewhere like China, which you was always told, you know, they're funny looking people, this, that, and the third. We're better than them. Which the Moabites, you know, some proud bastards, you know, fuck them. But they're balling a little bit right now. Let's see.
People keep saying, why you keep talking about China so much? I think the Chinese government is paying you. I'm talking about China because I can pay my rent for 1 year with less than 5K. I keep talking about China because all my grapes was seeded. All my bananas had seeds in them. I'm drinking water directly from a mountain for less than 75 cents. What do you mean? You know how hard it is to find seeded grapes in America? Have you ever bought a banana in America that had seeds in it? If you did, where'd you get it from? Let me know. You're not getting it from Whole Foods. You're not getting it from Trader Joe's. You're not getting it from anywhere. So where did you buy it from? How much money do you spend on rent 1 year in America? Let me know. Let me know. We can do the math. In 2023, for the whole year, I spent $2,500 on rent. 2024, I got a better apartment. I'm only spending $3,000 for the whole year on rent. What are we talking about? I'm going to continue to tell y'all this stuff until you understand that you're getting scammed. It's like, y'all don't even want to talk about how much money y'all spend on rent. People keep saying,
hey, so America is just, it's a big burden, man. In other places, I couldn't imagine no shit like that. Only $5,000 a month in rent. You know, probably the conversion rate, right? That's like, man, imagine only having to spend, oh my goodness, man. Nigga, that's like what? $500 some a month he's spending? You know? That boy's spending about let's say 400 some a month, because if it was 500 a month, after 10 months it's 500, two more, 12. So let's say he's spending about $450 a month on rent. That's fucking, boy, you can make that at Domino's Pizza, man. Meanwhile, over here, what's your rent? $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 for 1 month. What he's spending in a year, in 1 to 2 months, depending on where you live here in America, Lord forbid you live in an apartment in a fancy place like New York or LA. You can't beat that. Boy, you better go learn some Mandarin. And that's the whole, the lofty lifestyle is being phased out and made in the absolute authoritarian MOTB system. That's the reason for them making life unsustainable here in America specifically. They're pricing everybody out so that when they produce the MOTB, the chip, people are going to take it so they can get that sense of comfort and
if black
people keep saying
comfort and reliability back, somewhere they can stay, food they can be guaranteed to eat. Let's see, I want to see maybe if another one would say something else, because you know how what is this, Detroit's Purple Gang, you know how sometimes you scroll under and something related will pop up. I'll just see if any more. Let's see.
Only come back when you have to. Women don't make your money in the States, live elsewhere, and only come back when you have to. As soon as I got to experience Asia and how cheap it is, how healthy it is, and how beautiful it is compared to this.
See, perfect. I didn't have this save. I was just scrolling. When you pull up a video and you get to scrolling, it'll bring up similar videos. So here we go.
Forecast fuck of the United States, where it's still in the 50s and it's May, where you get a cold and it lasts for weeks and then it turns into allergies. I don't get allergies overseas. Make your money in the States, live elsewhere, and only come back when you have to. Make your money.
Hey, and this is what people are doing now. This is the new age. Motherfuckers ain't about to be motherfuckers are not trying to spend 40, 50, 60 years at the plant anymore and then retire and die in 5 years. America just take and beat you down. Heavy taxation, little ass living quarters. Also, you can say I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free, where I won't forget the man who died to give that right to me, and I'm proud to stand up next to you. All that bullshit, bro. All that bullshit. That shit don't mean nothing. Motherfuckers ain't patriotic no more. This place is hell. Esau is oppressing the piss out of people to where now they've given up hope in the great myth of wonderful America. Let me get... Yep. Isaiah 24:8, that says, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be better to them that drink it. So this place is no longer pleasurable. The people of America especially are crying out for the soul-draining oppression that they're living through. You like verse 11, there's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. One of the big advantages here, in America, you have capability to come here and make good money, right? All this technology, you can set up your own business and prosper. That way of life is being shifted and phased out. And Americans are angry. They feel betrayed. They feel lied to, that they've been blocked out from that access. That was the whole point of America being established, right? Coming over here, at least on paper, right? The what they say on paper. Come here, freedom of religion, freedom of this, freedom of that. Come here and do you. Just be white, and it'll be all right. If you let anything brown and under, might not be so fun down under. You understand what I'm saying? That was the ploy to lure everybody in. But when you get here, what do you see? Hey, I'm gonna get this. Hey, you had your boy, what was it, Haragaja? He was all up in vocab, face yelling. That shit funny. The other nations made themselves rich by dealing with America, right? America, Babylon the Great. Hey, Edom. They had all the resources and commodities that make an empire rich. That's what lured the nations in. Now that access to it is being shut off. Revelation 18:12, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stone and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beast and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. That's what Babylon the Great possessed, all these resources, which was here readily available in America, free to everybody. The Native Americans would easily walk, gold would flow in the river, as the stories tell us. Come on now. And the big one being the souls of men. So when these Edomites, when the colonizers got to the Americas, they begin to take the resources, and the number one thing they begin to do is take people captive so that they can reap the benefits of this land. That's how America built its wealth. Vocab, white boy, like he called you, white boy. That's the reality of the matter. Verse 14, it says, "In the fruits that thy soul lusted after," all the things that, all the resources in a land, in a society. Let's see. All the fruits that lusted after, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. So it's being stripped, and at the end of it all, when America is destroyed, all the capability to become rich through making league with this place will also be stripped, which is the entire reason for the nations, teaming up with this motherfucker. Let's get another clip. So I just got one more clip. Let's get another. Hey, China's stunting on you boys, man. Y'all niggas better hit up Moab, man.
It's crazy to me they all about competition and capitalism until China enters the competition. Then all of a sudden it's like banned. Like what? Now this was probably out of my price range, but this shit going for like $100K. In America, that bitch go for like 1.5 M's. BYD is elite. I want parts. Well, it's slide parking, because some of y'all can't parallel park for shit. Guess what? Problem solved. Real reason that they're banned is because of the affordability. Imagine a bunch of electric vehicles all under $30,000. That's $21,000 right there. And the BYD Seagull, that bitch.
Shit, I don't like electric cars, but nigga, 21,000 is, come on now. There's some motherfuckers with cars that's 40, 50,000, bro. 800, 900, dollar, $1,000 ass monthly payment, man. Come on now.
8K. You understand? And then people here are like, well, we can't match those prices. That's not my problem. I don't give a fuck if y'all can't match the prices. Sounds like you got outwitted, outmanned, outnumbered, and trying to cook y'all. Elon, I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get one of these. The Seal, hard. Even with a 100% tariff, it's still better priced. And then they had their little auto show this past year where it's like a bunch of different companies competing with each other. And they're all competing by lowering prices as much as possible. Now they have some new battery that can charge from 6% to 100% in less than 5 fucking minutes. They gotta be held hostage by Dweeb Musk, who somehow just gets every single government contract when it comes to Teslas and when it comes to SpaceX. Trillionaire, I might add. Why? He faces no competition. Oh yeah, no. They're way better, way more affordable, but we're gonna ban them. So you could try to go to Canada or go to Mexico and then ship the car here. It's hilarious because everything that BYD does is better than him, and he tried to talk shit about BYD, and then they surpassed him by having the most sales of electric vehicles in the world because they're more affordable and better vehicles, and not made by fucking
Wow.
weed. I just like people that under-promise and over-deliver. See, Elon is the exact opposite. He over-promises, then under-delivers. See, this slide parking shit, that's hard. Why silly for vibes? I mean, I can parallel park already because I'm elite like that. But, I mean, that just looked fucking cool. And just a nice little additive to an already affordable vehicle. It's just so funny that we preach this competition, capitalism, but then as soon as a different country gets involved and is about to knock you the fuck out, which is what capitalism is the best business goes to the top, all of a sudden we don't care about that. Oh, China bad, we can't have China. I do not give a fuck. I will happily take a Chinese vehicle. I do not care. I got a lot of other shit in my house that's made in China, so I'm not gonna sweat it. You know it's getting a festive feeling out there when even the Honda CEO, he like, you ain't know what we could do about that. They about to cook us. And then what he do? He came back and he tried to put people first and almost tried to dumb down the Honda vehicles. Now, if that ends up working out, good for y'all. But I still don't care. I want a BYD until I'm proven wrong that they're not good cars. It's crazy.
Yep. And now, China do be making that cheap shit sometimes, but they've been on a roll. Y'all, this place, man, hey, man, this place, man, see, it's always been a lie. America specializes in lying and in murdering, weapons technology specifically. That's what they really, in which, hey, don't get it twisted, Revelation 13, right? Miracles to see the world. But America specializes in being a demon dog, causing havoc in hell. That's what they do best. That's what they do best, buddy. So anything other than that, you shit out of luck. America looks to oppress. And the people are tired, they're broken down, they're weak. They see, other folk doing good, and they're crying out against it because this shit was all a lie. This shit was all a lie. So that's really about it, man. Hey, the golden city is ceasing, and the day it falls utterly will be a very great day. All right, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem. Rachach, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.